guys, it's Carlos, the Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about form, what exercises to do and how to perform them. Now this video is a video that I've kind of like covered before, but I've had a lot of requests from you guys out there via email about, Carlos, can you put in a video about form and how to do particular exercises and how to basically perform them. And this is one thing I'm going to obviously explain to you guys. Now before we get going, the best way to contact me, guys, is via Instagram. I know for the guys that obviously don't have Instagram, email me, fine. But for the guys that got Instagram, the best way to do is DM me. I'll get back to you a lot quicker rather than obviously by typing an email. But for the guys that send emails, I'm always going to get back to you, but it may take a few days. Okay, so let's dive deep into this particular subject. Now, exercises. Now, I get a lot of emails about, Carlos, what is the best exercise for chest? Okay, and now, if we ask, say, as an example, 5 top trainers, top coaches, and we say what is the best exercise, I bet you most of them will answer bench press. Why? Because bench press is a multifunctional exercise. It utilizes a lot of areas on your chest and also recruits the most deepest muscle fibers in your chest. Now, however, depending on how you do that particular exercise, depending on how you perform that exercise within the form, within the range, within the tempo of the movement, how you contract your chest, how you cause concentric and eccentric contraction, and how often you do it and how well you do it, that's where the difference is. Because a lot of us, and this is where it gets really complicated, because we go on internet, you type on internet programs, there's loads of programs. Anyone out there is selling programs now, okay? And some people think all they need to do is to have a sequence of training, okay? So if you go on the internet and get a program, all you get is a sequence of exercises, and it could be a mixture of them, it could be your whatever result you want, right? Now that doesn't mean that you are going to do that. It's like almost like being how to be successful. You can ask someone, oh, how have you become so successful? They can tell, oh, I've done this and this and this. They're not gonna go through every single step, and it's how you do it, okay? Is how you perform that particular exercise day in, day out. Obviously do different sort of exercise, obviously not the same exercise. That's what's going to make the difference. Now a lot of us out there think that, okay, now let me just see that guy that's got loads of muscles and he looks great, let me speak to him what he does. Okay, so he'll tell you, right, okay, just do bench pressing. And when they're telling you that they just do bench press for the chest or flies for the chest, I've seen sometimes people even giving the feedback, are you sure? I do that as well. Of course you do that as well. You probably do the same name of exercises, maybe in the same time of the exercises, but it's how you do it. Have you noticed sometimes you can have people doing the same program, but some people get amazing results and some people don't get any results at all, okay? That's because what is how you do it, okay? That's where the difference is. I'll give you an example, like, for the guys that I know, obviously I've got a strength camp and a fitness camp. If you see the guys that come in and all of a sudden they go from not being able to do a lot and all of a sudden they are smashing it, okay? Having those guys not doing that camp on a regular basis and being pushed by me, they wouldn't do those exercises. I could give a program and say, listen, you follow this sequence, they wouldn't do it, okay? Someday they might do a little bit, another day they might do half of it, another day they might be the end of it, another day they'll miss it, another day they'll never turn up. It's that continuous coaching, it's that continuous, if you like, enthusiasm, coaching every single day that makes the difference. And then it's how you do those exercises within the time span that you've got, like say an hour. You've got to cram a great amount of repetition, a great amount of sets, and then it's time bound as well. So there's a lot of pressure for you to do that. So your body hasn't got an option but adapt to it. And this is where the difference is. Now, I hear a lot of people sometimes asking, what's the best exercise for legs? What's the best exercise for your bum? What's the best exercise for your tummy? It is not just one particular exercise. It's a combination of so many exercises. Say, for instance, for your abs, a lot of people say, if I want a six-pack, what exercise do I need to do? Now, I could give you the best exercises in the world. Honestly, I could, okay? And I'll give it to you, right, if you want. But if providing your diet's really poor, and you're not doing aerobic exercise, and you've got a thickness on your stomach, of which you may have to lose 2 or 3 stone, no matter what exercise I'm going to give you, it's not going to change your aesthetic physique because you've got too much body fat, okay? Now for the guys, for instance, that want to gain muscle, as an example, say for instance, if you're not eating a certain amount of calories in order to grow, a certain amount of training sessions in order to grow, a certain amount of rep range in order to grow, a certain amount of intensity in order to grow, a certain amount of supplements in order to grow, you're not going to do it, okay? It doesn't matter what exercise I'm going to give you, okay? I could say to you, the best exercises are these mass builders, failing for you to do those things in the right times, with the right intensity, with the right rep range, with the right everything else I've just told you, you're failing to get the results. And this is where it gets a little bit sort of sometimes misled by a lot of people out there. And I've this week in particular, we've had a lot of requests about these particular things, like, oh, how can I get stage ready, how can I get into top shape, or I've heard there's a supplement. Look, if there's a supplement out there that claims that's going to get you into top shape without doing much, it tells you straight away it's a massive sales pitch, okay? There's no supplement out there, there's no magic pills. There'll be some stuff, that enhancements that will help you a little bit. I'm not saying there isn't, okay? But it's in conjunction with everything else you do, which is your training, your supplementation, your diet, your aerobic exercise every single day, not twice a week. It's not like going to the bingo. It's every single day. And this is why a lot of guys, if you see these guys that are on Instagram, on YouTube, or on internet, or whatever website you like, these guys that look great, they put a lot of effort. There's no two ways about it. Okay, some of them can even be helped by certain substances. I'm not criticizing it, and I'm not promoting it either. I personally don't do anything like that, but it's up to people, it's up to what they want to do. But they still have to work very hard, although, to get to that stage anyway. So don't discredit anyone like that, because they are working very hard in order to get to that stage. Now, one of the biggest things I'd say to you guys before I go is, when you're trying to grow, or you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to get fit, or you're trying to become a fitter, stronger, healthier version of yourself, which ultimately will make you happy as well, make sure you do the right exercises for you, okay? Don't copy someone that you think of because they've got a great physique, maybe that's what I need to do. Do your own work before. I'll give you an example. I get it all the time where guys, some guys, like for instance, like as you guys know, my background is football. I get guys that are footballers and they're doing, say, bicep curls in the middle of the gym floor with loads of weight trying to grow the biceps. Why on earth does a footballer need to have big biceps? It doesn't have to be. For the sport, is irrelevant, okay? There's no, you don't see many guys doing that, say, like for instance, like rugby players. I respect rugby players in the gym a lot more because they really focus on their sport. So they push themselves on the sport. There's very little amount of footballers I've seen actually specifically, unless they've got a coach, specifically doing things towards the football. They always do towards the girls. They're trying to get a six-pack, or they're trying to get a big chest, or they're trying to get a big shot. It doesn't really, I mean, in football really, that doesn't really come. I mean, don't take me wrong, there'll be some guys out there that you know, that are working very hard, fair play, but most of the times you see people, you know, you see some footballers in the gym floor, they just want to get aesthetics. And aesthetics has nothing to do with their profession, it's nothing to do with their football, it's not going to help you with the football, it's going to help you with something else perhaps. But remember, you've got to balance those things, because once you start putting a lot of muscle on, you become a lot less mobile, and being on a pitch less mobile is not something that it's not a stage ready sort of competition. It's a football game, so it's very different to that. So sometimes, you know, I've coached a lot of footballers, and I know that, you know, you've got to guide them towards what they really want. And you may find sometimes footballers that genetically they're gifted and then they train and they develop anyway, so that's a natural sort of physique. But make sure you understand that what you are in the gym for is to basically develop the results you want to develop in order to develop in your field, okay? Now, if you want to gain muscle, make sure you perform exercises correctly, make sure you're eating correctly, make sure you supplement correctly, make sure you basically do aerobic exercise so your muscles are more sort of, you can see your muscles a lot more, especially when we go towards the summer, Okay, if you want to become stronger, make sure you're working on your mass build. Sorry, when I say mass builds, I mean you're on your powerlifting sort of lifts. Okay, if you're in mass, obviously you work on your mass builds. If you want to get a more functional, make sure you're working a lot on functional training, a lot on plyometric training, explosiveness. Okay, if you're a fighter, if you're a boxer, say work on that explosiveness, on that twists, on that turns, on that all explosive work that's going to get those fibers exploding what it needs to be. And this is understanding the physiology behind the exercise as well, because a lot of us sometimes we'll see on Instagram a particular exercise, but we just see the exercise. We're not actually looking at from the start, the during and the end of the exercise. So make sure the form's correct for your particular sport and exercise. So here we are, another video, guys, in order to help you become your greatest version. Thank you very much for following me on Instagram, which is Carlos Trainer 10. I really appreciate for all the followers, guys. We're nearly hitting 10,000. So almost there, but I really appreciate all the following. You guys, obviously without you guys I couldn't do it. So thank you very much. Also, thank you very much for the support on YouTube. We're trying to grow that account in order to help you guys become and carry on doing these videos in order to help you become your greatest version. So with all that said, guys, have a great day. Stay happy as always. Stay healthy, stay fit, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Fitter, get healthier, get happier, become your greatest version. Remember, while you become your greatest versions, don't forget, have fun as well, because a lot of times you can be very serious as well. So have fun, like I always do, although doing these videos, and it gets really serious sometimes about coaching, training, psychology, problems, everything. It's always sometimes to become a kid as well and just enjoy and laugh. Part of development for ourselves is to believe in ourselves and believe in your intuition in order to become better every day, in order to ask your own self, am I doing the best I can in order to become a better version of me? Just believe in yourself, that's all it is. Believe in yourself and do not allow external events to dictate your present situation. Two things of which I think is really important in order to become better version of yourself is gratitude and discipline.